Hello everyone and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. This is episode 5. Last time we ventured into the hinterlands and we've been exploring this lower region for a little while here before pressing on into the north to meet with Mother Giselle. We're going to check out some locations in the nearby vicinity as we were wrapping up last episode, and we were going to head towards the outskirts camp. We noticed a house on fire. So we're going to investigate, and then we'll be proceeding with the main quest, because we've been dilly-dallying and just getting used to the game and enjoying it at the moment. It's been really nice. Now we're taking a look around. Got some interesting looking plants over here. Crystal Grace. Alright, I've got some Crystal Grace. And I've got a codex entry for it. Let's have a look. We always like to start an episode off with some light reading. The flowers of the Crystal Grace plant are appreciated for their beauty as well as their medicinal value. Pale blue and shaped like delicate crystal bells, the flowers should almost tinkle in the breeze. In fact, I have heard a tale of an Orlesian lady who ordered Crystal Grace to be planted all over her bower and then hired a mage from the White Spire to enchant them to do just that. Eventually, she grew tired of the chiming and set fire to her lawn in a fit of pique. Let us learn from this. These plants were created exactly as our maker intended, and our interference rarely improves them. Nice. Otherwise, you'll go crazy. Alright. Get a dead body. I thought there would be bodies, like alive bodies, people, maybe, around here, but apparently not. Oh. And I just realized that I have my HUD turned off. I turned off the HUD so I could take a screenshot. Hold on. Let me turn that back on. Contextual. Put that bad boy back on so I can get my mini map and everything. The game looks great when you have the HUD off. I'll tell you that much. Ugh. But I needed a screenshot for a thumbnail. I'm coming in! Hold on a second, I'm just trying to find an entrance. I was scouting the borders and now I'm scurrying on a hillside. Hold on. I'm coming in. Oh, actually, hold on. I don't have the key. Anyone proficient in beating down doors? Oh god, I need to find the key. God, light bulb moment. Rogues exist. Lockpicking exists. Jesus Christ. That was a very delayed light bulb.
The apostates locked themselves in for safety, and then the Templars set the house on fire.
I love that I was like, guys, brute force lock, attack it, and I don't, like, brain does not even think to lockpick. You can tell that it's been like a long time since I've played a rogue as well, like, now we just have to check this place out, and this miserable arrangement of bodies that have been burned by Templars. This is a great advertisement for, this is a great advertisement for these bed sheets, though, like, everybody get your flame-proof Thetis, linen. Look at it. We're literally in a burning house right now, and this linen is good. You will not die if you are sleeping in a burning house. Congratulations. Got mind leech staff. Hope these apostates don't mind me looting their house. Page from a journal. Edges scorched. The Templars were attacking the peasants we'd taken food from. They wanted to make certain that everyone fought to the death rather than help us. We took them by surprise with ice and lightning, and several were dead before they even saw us. So much for all that Templar discipline. The brutes are off the leash just as much as we are now. Still, there were enough of them to damp our magic, and the sellswords died fast when it came to blows. We've fallen back into the peasants' home. It's sturdy enough in here, and it looks like the peasants didn't give up all their food after all. The door's locked, and the Templars gave up trying to force it after we killed the last fool who tried. I can hear them out there, doing something out in the trees. Whatever they try will be ready. We're never going back to any circle. Even real Templars couldn't stop us, and these glorified bandits are no better than we are. Yep. That went really well. Alright, thanks for opening the door, Varric. You know what? That actually makes me think is... I couldn't destroy the red lyrium. And I wonder if that was because I'm a mage and I'm just, like, smacking it with spells. If Varric can, like, lockpick something, maybe if we have a warrior can, like, smack the lyrium and destroy it. I was thinking maybe if I get, like, grenades or explosives, that would work and do the trick. But now I'm feeling a second light bulb illuminating above my mega mind, and I'm thinking that Cassandra might be able to smack this red lyrium and it might destroy it. We're going to test that, because if that's the case, I don't have to wait like 5,000 years to get some sort of explosive only for it to not work. It's alright, guys. I'm not even 10 minutes into the episode yet. I get a 10-minute grace period on my brain warming up to playing a video game, okay? I have an excuse. I have an excuse. My brain's on a cooldown, dude. I used to lockpick everything when I was a rogue, and then I became a warrior, and oh my god. You guys...
We've been searching the region for resources. Commander's orders.
Oh, it's mine
No
now.
small task given recent troubles, but I've some supplies here you may find useful.
I'm just getting free deliveries and stuff. They love me. Right. Just a nice morning hike over to the red lyrium then. Oh, that nug just turned tail, it broke its neck to escape from me. Little does it know it's going into a trap. There's nowhere to run, Nug. You will die. No! And then the Nug gets corrupted by red lyrium.
Make it take you!
Wow. Wow! Alright, Varric approves. Can I just say that my character doesn't even, like, attack the lyrium? Like, you just have to right-click on it as Cassandra and it gets destroyed. But right-clicking on it, like, literally being right on top of it as a mage does nothing. If there isn't, like, a unique attack animation associated with destroying it, then you should just let any character be able to destroy it. You know, that's just weird, I think. That's just weird. But there you go. Red lyrium has been destroyed. Just requires a bit of Navaran oomph, and then it's done. Alright, let's go speak to Mother Giselle.
Mother Giselle ought to be around here somewhere.
There's an exclamation mark. We must investigate. Let's get someone's farm. Someone's elf fruit farm. Hello? A letter and an empty home. Brythus, I know you escaped with the other mages, and I know you'll come here. Father told you that if you ever strayed, he'd put you down himself. If you're here, you know he's dead, but I'm not. I'll be killing apostates and waiting for you at old Fennec's place to the north. I've got Father's sword and my true brothers in the Templars. Come if you're man enough. Then, Jesus.
Interesting reading. Could be worth a look.
Yeah, alright. See who won out of the mages or the Templars, huh? We're getting pretty close to space filled on my stuff as well, so I may have to might just have to head back to Haven and do some selling for a bit. Sell some things. That'll probably be the sensible thing to do. think if I go onto and go world map and I can travel back to Haven immediately. Just gonna sell my stuff. Because I know I'm gonna be picking up more stuff. So I need to make sure I'm constantly offloading my stuff. This is an ominous example. Oh god. This person still looks alive. They've just got a sword in them. They're just... Jesus. None of them look dead. That's kind of the funny part. It's not funny, but...
Inquisition forces! They're trying to protect the refugees!
Looks like they could use a hand.
They're frozen! The designs for the Templars look really cool, though.
Not even a challenge.
Jesus. The mage... Oh, the mage, like, froze himself upon getting stabbed? Look at that. That's brutal. Oh, and now we're killing the apostates, too. Okay. Kill them all!
Hold! We are not apostates!
I do not think they care, Seeker.
Fuck them up! They genuinely don't give a fuck. When we're just... Whoa, we're going to kill both sides. Oh my god. This is how we'll achieve peace between the Templars and the mages, by killing them all!
Dead!
Be ready. More coming our way.
Are you alive or dead? Like frozen in time. Oh no, is there movement there? There's movement. You're okay. You're in shock. Oh god. God, he looks huge. I love like the twirls of my of my staff. So good. Oh! Get him! Get him! Oh god, the ragdoll on that body just then. Come on guys, you're outnumbered.
We are victorious once more.
Okay. Music sounds broken.
There are mages here who can heal your wounds. Lie still.
Don't touch me, Mother. Their magic is...
Turn to noble purpose. Their magic is surely no more evil than your blade.
But...
Hush, dear boy. Allow them to ease your suffering.
Mother Giselle.
I am. And you must be the one they are calling the Herald of Andraste.
Is that why you asked for me? The Chantry has already...
I know what they've done.
Then why am I here?
I know of the Chantry's denouncement, and I am familiar with those behind it. I won't lie to you. Some of them are grandstanding, hoping to increase their chances of becoming the new divine. Some are simply terrified. So many good people, senselessly taken from us.
What happened was horrible.
Fear makes us desperate, but hopefully not beyond reason. Go to them. Convince the remaining clerics you are no demon to be feared. They have heard only frightful tales of you. Give them something else to believe.
That won't just make it worse.
Because you are a mage?
That too.
Let me put it this way. You needn't convince them all. You just need some of them to doubt. Their power is their unified voice. Take that from them and you receive the time you need.
It's good of you to do this.
I honestly don't know if you've been touched by fate or sent to help us, but I hope. Hope is what we need now. The people will listen to your rallying call as they will listen to no other. You could build the Inquisition into a force that will deliver us or destroy us. I will go to Haven and provide Sister Leliana the names of those in the Chantry who will be amenable to a gathering. It is not much, but I will do whatever I can.
Nice. We have had a meeting with Mother Giselle.
Corporal Vale is coordinating the Inquisition's efforts in the area. We should speak with him.
Sure. Okay, we got question marks, we got landmarks, we got the crossroads, we got stuff. Let's have a look at these landmarks. Let's plant some flags, baby. Another new area to get into, so let's see what's going on. Creepy looking artwork. A letter to revered Mother Giselle. To my friend and faithful servant, revered Mother Giselle, the Grand Clerics tell me you have requested more aid in tending the refugees who are gathering in and around Redcliffe. Your efforts are indeed most appreciated, although in the future, when you are asked how many refugees will be helped by your efforts for requisitioning purposes, it may help if you provide an actual numerical answer as opposed to the worthy but unspecific as many as we can. It breaks my heart to see this war cross the Maker's land, Giselle. I would that you were here with me at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. Your words have calmed many irate minds over the years, and we will not lack for those at the Conclave. Still, I'm glad that those refugees have you to care for them. Too many in the halls of power have forgotten our faithful. If any pressure you to accommodate their views, you must let me know at once. Maker willing, this war shall all be over soon. Giselle, be well and go with my blessing. In service of the Maker, Divine Justinia V. And it did not go well. That's a tall dwarf. That's a tall-ass dwarf.
Do you know what it was?
I don't know.
Alright, where am I planting a flag? Right here. Hiya! Saga of Tia the Bright Axe of our mother. Now I guess this is another one? Because we've read one of these before. 7th stanza. Tia the Bright Axe, dwarf friend chieftain, with her leaf-eared lover lay. Woke she did to love-swept morning, a lover gone in light of day. Dream words whispered, spoken soft, still, the silence crushed and crashing. Dead her tribe, unless a child could keep her line in warrior fashion. Avalvar, so named the lover, called our journey, yours and mine. One day, child of Tierda's blood. Morriganan in strength must shine. Lovers whispers to obey, Hendir, dwarf prince, friend in passion. Babe produced to serve the line, the Avar tribe, her name, our taking. We'll just be reading some poetry, baby.
Please, somebody, my wife needs help.
Please.
You there? Can you help my wife? Please, I beg you.
What's wrong with your wife?
She gets sick when the weather's foul. Can't catch her breath like cobwebs in her lungs. Our son Hindle makes a potion that lets her breathe. He's the only one who can make it, but he's joined that cult in the hills. Please, get to him and tell him what's wrong. Without that potion, she'll die.
Oh, that's a place that we were at last episode. It was called Winter's Breath. What's actually the name of it? Winter Watch. Yeah, that's where the cult is, okay.
Right.
Well,
That's why.
when I'm over there, I'll go there, mate.
To have commerce restored. I've many goods here.
Alright, we've got merchants popping up left, right, and center, which is nice, so I don't have to pop back to Haven so often. I don't even know where to start when I'm looking around these areas. There's just so many people.
Yes, sir.
You just be on your way now.
What is this place?
Map-making tenderfoots named this the Hinterlands. But right here, there's nowhere. Just some fields, and now a bunch of demons. I'm Giles, by the way.
Thanks, mate.
I need to be on my way.
Make a watch over you then.
See you later, Giles. Thanks for that, mate.
And how much did you need?
That's the last of the bread. Going to be a long, hungry night.
These people need food.
There are rams out in the hills. Good eating, cooks easy, and no lords around to kill you for poaching. Too dangerous to go hunting now. More likely to find mages than mutton.
Good luck.
Luck won't put fat on your ribs.
Alright, mate. Alright, so there's gonna be a lot of just like random quests that's like collect things. I'm gonna try to just get into the habit of killing everything I see then, just to anticipate things like that. Kill and gather as many things as possible so that when you have a quest to gather it, you've already got it. Huh. All this artwork is very interesting. The mounted nughead, that's a huge nug. Hunter's view of the Mage-Templar War. The words in this note have many misspellings and are scrawled in a clumsy hand. Mother Valerie said things I saw won't get out my head unless I put them somewhere else. She told me write it down. It's a long time since I did letters, but I'll try. I saw refugees in the hills. I was there to hunt. I saw them but did not say hello because I was on the trail. The refugees were going to Redcliffe. They were slow and bent over when they walked like old men. Templars came. They talked to refugees. They hit them. The refugees gave food. Then mages came. The mages used fire. Everyone burned. I was in a bush. They did not see me. Some Templars killed the mages. The mages ran. The Templars wanted to run after them. A refugee was still burning. His arm went up to a Templar. The Templar used his sword. Went up and down. Up and down. There were pieces of black. He stayed while other Templars ran after mages. He took things from bodies. One body was moving. It had long hair and burned dress. The Templar started to take off his armor and I shot him. I went down to the lady. She made little noises and her eyes looked at me. Then she died. I want it to go out of my head, please, Maker. I've been good. I want it to go out of my head. God, that's like miserable.
You're certain? Of course.
I wish I could Assassin's Creed push people out of the way when I'm walking through crowds.
Look at you.
Keep getting stuck between people. Going into everyone's houses and reading all of their personal letters. Father, I'm going into the mountains to join the people up there. They're making sense right now when the rest of the world is not. We can't tend the field since Master Dennett and his wife sent us all away for safety, and I can't just stay here and watch the refugees starve outside our home. You and Mother should come, Father. You'll be safe up there. The mages have no quarrel with the people in the mountains, and even the Templars don't harass them. Nowhere else outside of Redcliffe is safe from this Maker-cursed war or the demons pouring out of the sky. But you won't come, will you? You'd rather stay on our tiny bit of land because it's ours. So be it. It's yours until those madmen catch you in their fight, and then you and Mother will be just 2 more charred corpses in a burned-out village. I'm not staying to watch you die like a fool. Heindel. What do you have to say about that? That's one way to sleep in a bed, I suppose. It's what happens when you like pass out for an afternoon nap and you're just like not even sleeping on your bed properly, and then you wake up like it's been 2,000 years.
Thank you.
And you've no idea who you are.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, this is the Blood Brothers one. So we can see where rams are located, but we already know that. We'll see how much we start prioritizing certain quests over others, because it feels like it could end up being like a
I'll ask around again.
Mass Effect Andromeda scenario where you get a lot of side quests that end up just being like, collect this stuff, you know? Under protection of the Inquisition. Hello, Corporal Vale.
You're with the Inquisition. Corporal Vale, thanks for your help. The Mages and Templars don't seem to care who gets caught in their war. The refugees here are in dire need of help. If the war doesn't kill them, cold or starvation will.
What can you tell me about the Templars?
All the Templars were called to Val Royeaux not long ago. These bastards ignored the order. Now they're killing rebel mages, along with any refugees they think are mage sympathizers. Every Templar I've ever known has wanted to protect the common folk. These men defile their order's good name.
What can you tell me about the rebel mages?
The real rebels are up north in Redcliffe, dug in and taking care of their own. The ones out here are just apostates, locked up in the circles all these years, and now they've gone mad with power. The rebels in Redcliffe have washed their hands of them. I wish we could do the same.
What other problems do these refugees face?
We've got some injuries that go beyond stitches and elf fruit. I know healers are in short supply, but if you can find someone in Redcliffe to help us, it would save a lot of lives.
You were concerned about refugees starving.
Yes. Many of them brought food, but they expected to be home by now, or safe in a city. There's a hunter up the hill who has some ideas.
Is there anything we can do to help people deal with the cold?
I asked the Inquisition to send blankets. You'd think I was asking for a wagon of raw lyrium. A recruit named Whittle is trying to make what we can bring in last. If you have any ideas, talk to him across the road.
All right.
What can you tell me about the man who's supposed to be getting horses for the Inquisition?
Horsemaster Dennett. He lives on a farm to the west. Tough old fella. We haven't heard from him. Best we can tell, he's holed up until the Mages and Templars are done killing each other.
Farewell.
And you as well.
Okay. Power. Stabilize areas by sealing fade rifts, expand the reach of the Inquisition by setting up new camps, and complete quests to gain power and influence. Spend power on scouting operations at the war table to unlock new opportunities. Gaining enough influence increases the rank of your Inquisition and grants you access to unique perks. Cool. Well, I've got enough power required. We can travel to Val Royeaux. Wild, okay. Dodge the blues. I love that if you just hold an enemy just off to the side here, they disappear and become nothing but a floating weapon. Yep. They disappear from existence. The game is like, it does that thing. I think that's one of like those video game tricks where it's like your field of view is all rendered and there for you, but as soon as you look away, everything possible behind you, it's all gone. So the game can just focus on like what you're looking at, and it just loads really quickly, which does mean there will be some pop in here and there. Little ways to, little gamer hacks. Embrium. Let's have a read. Embrium. Embriums are flowers from the orchid family. Its therapeutic qualities were actually discovered because of the embrium's exceptional beauty. The beloved daughter of Lord Ignace Polnek of Orlais fell victim to a terrible sickness of the lungs, which her healers were unable to cure. Thinking the girl would soon perish, her parents surrounded her bed with brightly coloured flowers, hoping they would bring some warmth and cheer in her last days. Oddly enough, the girl began to recover from the illness and grew stronger each day. Her parents were baffled but overjoyed. The healers eventually learned that the fragrance of one of the flowers eased the child's breathing. The flower was an embryum, and later became known as the salubrious embryum. The other variant, that has certain magical properties, is known as dark embryum.
Does anybody else smell that? Seriously, just me?
Varric is about to learn whoever smelt it dealt it. It's early days. I feel like I've read something like that embryum description previously. Rings a bell.
So, set up camp or keep moving?
Set it up, baby. I don't know why we wouldn't. Camp's established 3 out of 6. Field tents. Here we just need some more silk. Oh, hang on. What's this icon? Ocularum? What is this? What is an ocularum? Oh, we got Blood Lotus. Again, just in case we have quests where we need items, just fucking pick up everything you see until you have an abundance of it. I'm hearing a lot of screaming ambience and yelling. Oh, is that Redcliffe Castle? It looks like it is under attack. This looks too small to be Redcliffe Castle. But it is under attack nonetheless. Definitely too small to be Redcliffe. The size of this, these areas are really impressive. At least from a comparison to Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2 especially. Like, this game definitely gives you that sort of feeling when it's like, look over there. You see that? You can go there. Like, this is the game that gives you that feeling, you know? Like, you can see that shit's going on all around you constantly. That's really cool. Take a random scroll in the woods. Ooh. Map to a waterfall, and there will be 4 doggy-looking statues. Okay. I like this. This is going to be great, trying to figure these out together. This is not the waterfall, however, because it looks like it's a triple waterfall. We'll have to keep our eye out.
Nothing to report.
We'll have to keep our eye out. Ocularum. What is this? What is this? I don't even know what that word means. Oh, hang on. This thing?
What's with the skull?
Press control to view. Oculara can locate shards in the world. When an ocularum can no longer see any shards, it stops glowing. Move the mouse to look around, focusing on a shard or mark on your map. Huh? A shard of what?
The skull illuminates certain objects in the distance. I am not familiar with such magic.
Of course, it had to be a skull that lights up creepy shit.
Okay. Scanning for glowy things. Oh, where's the last one? You're doing so well. There we go. Okay. Shards spotted. 4 out of 4. So now it is no longer glowing. 22 shards. Why am I sharding? What am I doing? Okay. Cool. Searching for things without necessarily a reason why, but yes. Let's do that. So we will find things in this world. We will definitely be finding things. Crafting items and shards and rifts and all sorts of magical things. Well, I guess we'll do it and we'll figure out like what it's all about at some point. It's marked on the map.
Look at this. The apostates have gone mad with power.
The Templars aren't looking any better here.
Yeah, exactly. They're all at war with each other, Cass.
We should move on. We can only restore order by securing an alliance.
Alright, Solas. That's what we're doing, mate. Oh man, there's so many different materials. Spindleweed. It is an old country saying that spindleweed grows best for the sorrowful. Verdant spindleweed in a household's garden has often brought neighbors offering consolation, usually without even asking what might be wrong. This originates from the plant's use as a seasoning for dishes meant to speed the recovery of the infirm. A person who grows much of it is likely caring for the fatally ill. Magique Kilara. A skull set upon a staff, these macabre artifacts cause magical shards in the area to glow with magical radiance when a viewer looks through the eyes of the skull. Okay, so they're just like they're some artifacts. And that's all the context that we have for that. Gotcha. Well, let's see what our first shard looks like, I suppose. Get frozen, you fool. So the shard is in this house or on the outside of this house? Collect shard. Oh. There's a skull. Alright, there's a skull on it and it's glowing.
That's what the skull helped you find? Right. Not ominous at all.
Investigate shards, operation available, okay? Evil! Oh, and a mosaic piece here as well. Okay, and sorry, I forgot about the mosaic pieces. I got those as well. Bloody collectathon over here. Mosaic pieces and shards and flowers and iron and drakestone and all of it. Excuse me, guys, I'm looting. You mind? I'm busy. The combat effects are really cool, though. It's great seeing the enemies shatter as I blast them. And it's also cool to see enemies with shields actually, like, something that's really cool is enemies with shields are not just, like, it actually matters, which is really cool. Like, you can see your spells reflect off the shield. You can see frontal attacks on enemies with shields go a certain way. I actually really like that it's not just a cosmetic thing for a shield, and it's actually and it affects combat and your positioning. I think that's really cool. Doing all the status effects though. We burning them, we freezing them, we poisoning them, all of it. Oh god, that shield charge. Aha, flanked. Accidental flank. Get him. Get him. Yeah, knock him over, Cass. Is Varrock taking the most damage out of everyone here? Am I in a war zone right now, or what? There's just so many enemies.
So, who do you think is the toughest? Josephine, Liliana, or Cassandra?
I'm right here, you know.
That doesn't rule you out, Seeker.
Cullen's not up for consideration?
Curly, they just keep him around to look pretty.
Curly. Okay. I love finding out Varric's new nicknames for characters. Cullen is Curly. Who does he call? He calls someone else Chuckles. And I've forgotten who he's calling Chuckles. I can't remember. I don't think that's Cassandra's name. I don't think that's my name. I'm not sure. I've forgotten now. Hard to keep track of all his nicknames. All I know is that he's used Chuckles already. This is a very satisfying mage stuff. I'm really liking this. I love flinging my stick around, making cool noises. Just whipping my stick out in public and throwing it around everywhere. Templar encampment. We must be ready to fight not only the mages, but those who sympathize with them. Have not the mages blood magic to trick the minds of the unwary? Are not most people as we know them sheep, ready to be led by those who speak with authority? The people must be protected from the mages. It is our right and our duty. But those who supply them with lyrium, those who offer them comfort and food, those who shirk their duty to supply us for our worthy fight, they are sympathizers who have lain with demons and can breed only abominations, and they must be slain as such. We will wage our war from our camp off the West Road, and we will not stop until this world is clean. Another letter written in a crisp and educated hand. This is the second letter talking about this. So I think there are this is good, actually. I think this is some good confirmation that there are multiple sort of duplicate letters you can find in the wilds that'll point you in the direction of like certain quests and stuff, I think. One of these is that, yeah, Templars to the west. So you can actually, you'd probably be able to stumble upon it without reading any of the notes, but it is also good that there seems to be multiple clues for you. Hello, Templars, how are you doing? Dun, 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 dun. Flank him! Fuck him up.
Back me up! Dead!
I got some range on this bad boy though, that's for sure. I can't believe this game doesn't have a healing spell. In what world do you have mages that can't heal? I guess that they decided that healing and being a supportive mage in the first two games was just too overpowered. They were like, fuck it, they can only cast barrier now. Just feels weird. All the mages have forgotten that they can cast healing spells, apparently. The forgotten magics. Hang on a minute. Is there 3 waterfalls around here? These look like the doggy statues. Claim this thing. Broken bridge. It was broken recently, most likely in fighting between apostate mages and renegade Templars. There's water. Does that mean there's a waterfall? There is a waterfall. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. And there's multiple streams of water, guys. Alright, we're on to something. So let's have a look at this treasure map. Take it back, take it back, take it back! Dreams won't stop until you take it back to the Western Fortress. They will never stop. You will wake up screaming and find notes written by your own sleeping hand. Take it back, or I will draw allies to do it for me. Oh god. Is that the jewelry I just picked up? I just pick up cursed jewelry? Alright. Let's read this note, shall we? Maps. And map to waterfall. Okay. So, this is the bridge with the 4 things. Go all the way over here. Fucking my favorite thing ever. My favorite thing ever, right, is the video game trope of secrets hidden behind waterfalls. And whenever there's a waterfall that's perfectly placed for like cool secrets and there isn't one, it's just, it's a video game failure. Ah, I'm useless. Someone go and attack this bastard. Poke him in the butt. I'll draw his attention, because that's what mages are supposed to do, right? Dude, the way that they just charge with the shield is so cool. Get him! Nice. Nice, mate. Bloody good job. I don't know if this is a complaint. Maybe an observation. Just in this current point in time. I don't necessarily feel that it's a complaint. There's just a lot of stuff to loot, isn't there? There's just a lot of stuff to loot sometimes. You're like, god damn. Alright, so... oh,
Templars have secured a position ahead.
This is still... okay, we haven't dealt with the Templar encampment yet. But that's our secret waterfall over there. I gotta go through the Templar encampment to get to the secret. To war! Fuck him up. I like that we've got 3 ranged fighters. That's good. Survivability, baby. And Cass is just going all in, baby. With a little kite shield. Come on, chumps. Where's the leader? Where's boss man? Where's the educated hand? Is it you? Are you an educated hand? Surely not if you're fighting me. Ugh. I like the slow motion effect that comes with that spell. Panicking enemies and making them run away is hilarious. Maybe that's the educated one. He knew when to call it quits. I would assume he might not even be here, this educated hand. Like, I sense trouble's coming, so I'm just gonna leave. Life Ward Amulet. Belt of Staggering. When a blow is about to drop a character's health below 0, the amulet shatters. Ooh. That's cool. Let's put that on... Varric's been taking some blows, but I might put it on Cassandra. Problem is, though... yeah, we'll do it. They're pretty good with their potion usage, but I guess just in case they take a significant blow, they can survive. Royal Elf Fruit. Okay, okay. Got the fancy stuff out here. There's still a red dot. Hello? Oh, hang on. Guys, I think this is the educated man. He's on his own, though, so that's not very smart. He's very loud. Get the Templar Knight. He tried his best, but unfortunately it was no match for the power of my flipping stick.
The refugees should be safer on the King's Road now.
Nice.
We must still deal with the apostates, however.
Ooh, the Swedish Fingers, a Canary Slasher grip. I think we got you a new sword, Cass. Take a look. Weapons. Oh, and hang on, a new shield as well. What does that look like? The fuck is that? It's like part of a giant cauldron with a handle. Okay, you got a pot shield. Quite literally like a shard shield. Terrible. This gives you better stats. We'll take the 2 DPS loss. What is that? It's literally a hand. It is the Swedish Fingers. What kind of a blade is that? Yeah, you're slapping your enemies with a hand sword. That is weird. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Ooh, we got onyx. We got new things. New crafting materials out here. How exciting. Alright. Guys, what is the secret behind the waterfall going to be? This is our first little treasure map moment. I am not sure about that first one. Hang on. Let's have a look at that. Let's try and put this in our mind as well, just in case we walk past something. Oh, that's a sketch of Calenhad's foothold. So when we saw the go this way for Red Cliff, go this way for the foothold, I guess there's like alright, there you go, there's 2 statues. Well, we'll do that later when we head to Calenhad's foothold.
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
I know. Okay, so even if you don't have like the map and you're curious, the game is like, look, here's something. Something's making like a noise. Da-da-da. Oh, okay. Map to a waterfall. What do we get? Oh, dude, Ironbark. Nice. And Belt of the Winter Pact. Cold-based abilities are slightly more powerful at the cost of a small amount of health. Alright, we'll give that to Solas, won't we? Because he is our ice. He's our icicle. He's a sweet little icicle pop. You do be doing the cold spells. Okay. There's our waterfall secret. That was cool. Got some Ironbark. We're zooming around. I like that there is a little bit of like, here's where you've come from for a little while. You can kind of see a little bit of your journey. That's nice. It's definitely so easy to just get kind of caught up with like stuff to do here. God, Red Cliff is like far away too. No, God, how big is this place? Just trying to see how far I can go in each direction. Interesting. We're excited to fill out this map. I'm going to mark this landmark, and then we're going to head back to Haven so we can go to the War Table, because the War Table wants us to do stuff. You can definitely see how easy it is to get lost in this place, because you're just running from point to point, and it gets exciting, doesn't it? You're like, ooh, what's this? Ooh, what's that? It can be a little bit overwhelming, but we're taking it in stride. I'm looking for something. Ah, we're in Calenhad's foothold. Okay. Oh yeah, cool. And there's a rift nearby. Alright, I guess we'll look for the...
That tower is impressive, even as a ruin. I wonder what dreams it might hold.
All these murals are really cool. I guess we will look for that. You okay? I guess we'll look for that secret after all. Realistically, I should be able to get in there, but that's fine. Where's my crouch option? Saga of Tierda Brightaxe, the second stanza. Thelm gold-handed, fingers greasy, jeweled rings with glitter shone, took in tribes in times of trouble, fed them fat to weaken bone. Glitter shone, then weaken bone. Warriors great and great in number, sun-kissed swords to fight his wars, drake-scaled shirts, their bodies covered, heart wine stained the salty shores. Told his tribes a tale of treasure, over sea to north it gleamed, whispered words to drive the droves to golden city where he dreamed. Counselled quick in dreams alone, voices wise a man ignores, pushed the tribes until they screamed, heed the dreams and cross the waking. Nice. That's weird that seeing a statue that's in like the exact same pose as like some of our scouts. It's like it even looks like it's modeled in a similar way. Look at this random. He's just chilling. The shades are just hanging out. They're just waiting for us to engage with them. They're shy.
Dead.
And the shades have anxiety. Like, come play with us at our rift if you would like. But only if you want to. You just need us to take the lead. Solus, no! You done? We are done. Oh, never mind. I'm being attacked. Oh, stop. Alright, where's the rift? Close it, because I've got spikes coming up in my ass. Nice. Spirit essence and a cool ring. Enhanced Immolate ring. Increase ability duration by 30%. So if Solus does that with barrier, right? Would that work? Yes. Okay. I see some broken statues, but I think this might be a different one. It does look like the castle is like up on high and then down towards the bottom, I think. That's what we want to be looking for. I guess the game will highlight it anyway. It goes, there's something here. Maybe. Okay, yep, that was... We're back here now. So if you see the castle, then we're just on the lookout for statues knocked down. Let me take a look at it again. Oh, actually, wait. I guess that is the arrow that's just saying, this is the fortress, or the foothold, and then... It's asking us to, like, go in a direction, but then it's circled here. Do we start here and then just go? I'm confused. There's not enough context on this map. I guess it's not a big red X marks the spot, so it leaves it up for interpretation. Oh, and there's one of those thingies. There's one of those shard things. You know what? Maybe the shard thing will actually, We can get a bird's eye view look on this place. Maybe I'll be able to see. Where am I going? Get up here. Me trying to take a shortcut up here and it's not working out. Oh god, no. This is a completely different area. Why is this place so large? There's so much going on at all times.
The apostates have fled to the hills.
Can we bring up how massive these skulls are? Are these human skulls? Because what the fuck? All the skulls I've seen are so big. All the books are so big. What is it? Everything's too large. I'll give myself an ability point real quick because I did level up. I forgot to check in on that. No, I can't do it yet because I'm in combat. What's this? You mean I can't interact with the glowing blue chest? What is that? How can I not interact with the glowing blue chest? It's weird.
I confess, Solus, I am surprised you decided to remain.
Why? The breach remains a threat to us all.
Just the same. I wondered if you might leave now that we have a plan to seal it.
Ah, because I am an apostate. I might flee before the Inquisition throws me in chains. I take my commitment seriously, Seeker. Come what may, I shall see this through.
As you wish, though I cannot guarantee what will happen in the days to come.
Interesting. Pretty right to be suspicious. The man comes from no group, no people, shows up and is like, this is the way we do things. So we actually don't know what's going to happen. All of these alliances are very uneasy. Have I been here before? I have been here before. I'm back down here now.
One down!
That's the burning house. No longer burning. Guys, the burning settles in real time. Just getting my ram meat at the moment. While we're out here. They're in abundance, which is nice. I feel like it's down there somewhere in a little map. Funnily enough, our character has not commented on it yet, so need to do a little bit more digging. Alright, some shards out this way. Oh god, that's so far away. Nice. Okay. In terms of like a broken, toppled statue, there's one there, but I don't know if this lines up with the map. I'm gonna have to take an extended look, see what I can find. I think what this is tied to? Oh, actually, I can hear it. It's doing the whispers. Hold on. Oh no, that's a shard. Never mind. That's a shard. I think it was when we were in here and the mini-map started glowing. Yeah, I think if we just follow that...
Let's look around.
That'll just take us to where we need to be. So even though you can look at the map and kind of try and pinpoint it, I think the game wants to help you out. I need to get to this ladder. Cannot get in that hole. Can I get in here? Alright, you're just really gonna... Can I climb up here? Looks like there's like a... It don't look right, but it also looks like I could if I just believed. You know what I mean? Oh, hang on. Yes. See? Belief. Amazing. Ding. Aha! Sketch of Callahan's Foothold. So it was not like X marks the spot with the red circle. I think that's like where you start and then you just follow the arrows. Rock armor recipe. There you go. Nice work, me. That's that. Let's level up our characters. Now, I can... Spells burn away ambient magic. When you cast a fire spell, it consumes half your current barrier to empower it. That's interesting. Fire mine. Nice. You can put down some traps. Immolate burns hotter at a shorter cooldown time. No longer has a cooldown, but it costs additional mana casting it in succession. Flashfire burns brighter and harder. And a trail of damaging flames. Or... have a look in here. When you're in combat, lightning will periodically strike a random enemy nearby. Okay. That's kind of cool, actually. Summon a bolt of lightning that blasts and paralyzes a single target, and it will paralyze the target for longer if other enemies are nearby. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna just have random lightning rain down. Sure. Why not? Why not? Alright. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh! You unlock both. Oh, you unlock both with one. Wait a minute. Haha, I missed that. That's not really clear. Because I think the reason why I assumed that these were separate, because I was looking at this and like, why is this grayed out? Why can't I upgrade it? What did I buy both of them? Am I going crazy right now? Am I crazy? Oh wait, because like, yeah, you can toggle these. Okay, interesting. I think the reason why... So I'm really confusing myself here, because the reason why I assumed you had to unlock both of these is because in the previous games, they have their ability, and then there's like 2 sub-abilities that you have to unlock each. But this game, it seems that if I just upgrade this, I can just switch between them. And just toggle between either having a damage bonus or a health amount. Like, you can't have both, you have one or the other. Okay. God, I felt like I had some sort of ability reading stroke just then. All of your thunder and poison effects last longer, and the worst mistake your enemies can make is to let you see them flinch. Whenever you score a critical hit, you regen stamina. Do more damage when firing from elevation. Nah. I don't want that. Give me my point back. I'm going to get this one. Nice. So he's got caltrops. He's got poison weapons. Preferred abilities are used more frequently, so that's cool. Okay, nice. So you can change some to preferred. I think we're doing okay at the moment in terms of how characters are using their abilities. The more you know. Okay, there you go. We're going to leave this place for a little bit. We're going to go back to Haven now. We're going to go to the war room because we've got war room things to do. So we've solved our 2 little maps at the moment, which is cool. Something that I'm not sure about in terms of this game is, I guess we may be able to assume that characters might have new dialogue if they move, like Cullen's here now instead of here. I don't know. Cassandra's not fighting anymore, so I feel like there might be some new dialogue now that we've ventured into the hinterlands and had a bit of a story thing take place.
Greetings.
Well, okay. Pretty sure I've already done this.
That's enough for now.
The investigate.
Another time, then.
The investigate options stay, just in case you would like some repeats. Personally, I think for my goldfish brain, it would be really nice if when you investigate, if there was going to be dialogue option that would repeat like that, it should have like an asterisk or a marker above it if you've picked that option before. Just so I can be sure, you know?
Need something?
Carry on.
Carry on, dude.
As I explored the Fade, I felt the presence of an intriguing artifact in the hinterlands. If you are willing, I would like to locate it. I have marked its location as best I could determine.
Okay, he has new stuff, but not new dialogue, so it does pay to talk to all your companions just to check. Because apparently our little Fade man over here is searching for things.
Talk later.
Goodbye.
Travel to the hinterlands with Solus. Measuring the veil. Okay. Cool. Oh, hello. There's a bunch of people outside. Fellas, everyone.
Your kind killed the most holy.
Lies. Your kind let her die.
Shut your mouth, mage!
Enough!
Knight Captain.
That is not my title. We are not Templars any longer. We are all part of the Inquisition.
And what does that mean exactly?
Back already, Chancellor. Haven't you done enough?
I'm curious, Commander, as to how your Inquisition and its herald will restore order as you've promised.
Of course you are. Back to your duties, all of you.
Vanished in an invisible puff of smoke. Jesus, they all cleared out really quick. That was jarring. And then they like touched tips together. Hello, Chancellor.
Mages and Templars were already at war. Now they're blaming each other for the Divine's death.
Which is why we require a proper authority to guide them back to order.
Who? You? Random clerics who weren't important enough to be at the Conclave?
The Rebel Inquisition and its so-called Herald of Andraste? I think not.
If the proper authority hadn't completely failed, the Conclave wouldn't have been needed.
So you suggest I blame the Chantry and exalt a murderer? What of justice?
That won't help restore order in the here and now.
Order will never be restored so long as this rebellion is allowed to fester.
Remind me why you're allowing the Chancellor to stay.
Clearly, your Templar knows where to draw the line.
He's toothless. There's no point turning him into a martyr simply because he runs at the mouth. The Chancellor's a good indicator of what to expect in Val Royeaux, however.
How widespread is the violence between mages and Templars?
Impossible to say.
Your organization flouting the Chantry's authority will not help matters.
With the Conclave destroyed, I imagine the war between mages and Templars is renewed with interest.
The mages and Templars are fighting even though we don't know what really happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
Exactly why all this should be left to a new divine. If you are innocent, the Chantry will establish it as so.
Or we'll be happy to use someone as a scapegoat.
You think nobody cares about the truth? We all grieve Justinia's loss.
But you won't grieve if the Herald of Andraste is conveniently swept under a carpet.
I'll make sure they see reason in Val Royeaux.
I pray you're right.
Okay.
I will keep the peace while you and the others appeal to the Chantry in Val Royeaux.
Better ready yourself for the blame you will be rightly assigned.
What do dwarves do when magic gets
A little bit annoying, mate.
We call the Templars, just like the rest of you.
even down in Orzammar?
Friend, I've never even seen Orzammar. But dwarves don't have mages, so magic likely isn't a big problem.
The synced hand animation, both reaching out to each other. I've never even seen Orzammar.
Anything I should know?
I've nothing to report at the moment.
I'll leave you to your work.
All right, in. And this is what I was talking about with Cullen. Cullen's moved, and now I can't talk to him with dialogue options that we had before. So that's kind of why I want to make sure I exhaust dialogue options at the time when we talk to people, stuff like that. I assume that after he stops hanging out with the Chancellor, though.
I have heard rumors of a way to reverse the rite of tranquility.
Yes, I have heard them as well.
Would you wish to have your self restored?
I do not believe that would be wise. The number of demons present might leave me vulnerable to possession. I might also experience feelings of discomfort over events that occurred while I was in this state. I can survive in this fashion. If I were made whole again, I might not.
It is a terrible bargain we ask you to make.
Wow. Rumors that tranquility can be reversed, and then they're like, the consequences of that could be really jarring. Sorry, before that came up, I was going to talk about how once Cullen stops talking to the Chancellor, maybe we'll be able to talk to him about his dialogue options again.
Greetings, Herald of Andraste. How fares your quest to seal the breach?
I'm doing everything within my power.
A task such as closing the breach is a heavy burden. I hope you do not carry it alone. We remember Andraste, but Andraste did not carry the Chant of Light alone. She had generals, advisors, and though it is considered heresy to say it, she had the aid of the elf Chartan. Do everything within your power, but remember those who would help you.
You keep talking as though I'm the equal of Andraste. Do you know how unnerving that is?
I can only imagine. But we are all given to our purpose under the Maker. A sword does not ask to be forged. And frankly, if such a comparison gives you pause, I do not see that as a bad thing. In any case, I pray this Inquisition proves less brutal than its predecessor.
Okay.
Can you tell me about the original Inquisition?
The original Inquisition was formed after the First Blight, well before the Chantry as we know it. The Inquisitors were hunters, zealots, who tracked and killed cultists and dangerous mages. As Andraste rose to power, the Inquisition came into her service. Instead of hunting those who would do harm, the Inquisitors spread the chant of light by force.
No wonder everyone is so nervous around us. Who chose that name?
Divine Justinia herself. I understand that this was not a popular decision. In any case, once the chant of light had spread far and wide, there was less need for zealots. The Inquisitors became the seekers of truth, and eventually the Templars.
This is a dark chapter of history for the Divine to revisit.
Do you know what impresses me most about the original Inquisition? They fought horrific battles, killed and died for their cause, and when it was time, they put their swords away. Perhaps the name was Divine Justinia's message, that when the Inquisition is needed, it will strike without mercy. But when its work is done, it will put its sword away.
Okay.
Do you know who the Grand Clerics will choose as the next Divine?
It is a difficult decision. All the obvious candidates perished with Divine Justinia at the Conclave. The Grand Clerics are terrified of the Inquisition. They will not decide soon, and I fear they will not decide wisely. Whoever is chosen needs the Inquisition's support. No one else seems likely to seal the breach.
How are the people doing after what happened at the Conclave?
They are scared, of course. Many have lost homes or loved ones. I doubt many will sleep well until you have sealed the breach. I have offered what help I can. The rest is for the Inquisition. What more do you wish to know?
How are the villagers in Haven doing?
They are terrified. Many of them came here because the war between the Mages and the Templars destroyed their homes. In their minds, the death of a Divine has destroyed any chance of peace. To that, add the breach. Farmers have fled their fields. If we do not restore order, half of Thedas may starve.
What are you doing to help these people?
My sisters and I have been tending to the injured as best we are able. Some refugees come with food, while others arrive empty-handed. I have helped ensure that all have enough to eat. Beyond that, many simply wish the familiar comfort of the Chant of Light. It is little enough work to offer some comfort to those in pain.
Do you have information on people elsewhere?
The refugees in the hinterlands are desperate. Without help, starvation or war will claim many lives. Villagers in Crestwood are besieged by their own dead. They have sent word begging for assistance. People are vanishing in the hills of Emprise de Lyon. It may be demons or something worse, but they are terrified. More than that I cannot say. It is a chaotic time for all in Olay and Ferelden.
A couple of new locations mentioned there for us to potentially visit.
Farewell.
Make her go with you.
Okay, cool.
Mistress Lavelle, do you have a moment?
Ooh, I like that name. I like that title. Thank you.
That will help.
Yeah, it better. Mistress Lavelle.
If you find anything, please bring it in.
Did you need something, Ambassador?
Yes. Well, not precisely, but I should like to know if anyone here has treated you unkindly, Herald, for being an elf.
I can deal with a few whispers and sideways looks.
I shall speak with the staff regarding such conduct. If we're to convince the world that Andraste's herald is an elf, the Inquisition must give you its utmost support. Stories of wild Dalish elves have grown even more outrageous as people learn of you.
How have the rumors gotten worse?
I would prefer not to repeat them.
Give me something.
Stealing children, selling peasants to slavers, burning down villages, using infants for blood magic. Those are the stories about your fellow Dalish. I won't repeat what they've said about you.
Jesus.
Isn't the magic just as much a problem as my ears?
It depends which way the wind is blowing. Magic is meant to serve man, the chant teaches. Close the breach, and we can claim that is why Andraste chose you. Hopefully it will be enough to replace this gossip about the Dalish.
The humans telling those tales are the first to take a knife to someone with pointed ears. My clans defended ourselves against them more times than I can count.
Really? I had no idea. I will do what I can to end this slander, Herald. It may help if I know more about how you and your clan lived.
I guess this is us able to kind of fill in our backstory for our character if we want on like how things were.
The best part was when the Aravel, our wagons, turned from the plains to the woods. I used to spend weeks exploring the forest.
You make it sound idyllic. Haven is so far away from home. You must miss the people of your clan.
Ooh. Okay. We can flirt with Josephine Montelier. Oh. Okay. We flirting with everyone. Except for Cullen. I haven't had the chance to flirt with Varric yet, which is making me feel so hopeless.
If I'd never left home, Josephine, I would never have met you. That would be the greater tragedy.
What? Really? There is more to this, Mistress Llewellyn. Whatever comes, your role as Andraste's herald will mark your clan in history.
Okay. She didn't pick up on the subtlety of that. I'll have to try again later.
The Dalish still worship the gods of our ancestors. When they hear me called the Herald of Andraste, it may stir up anger.
They must see that you move in different circles now. The moment of understanding can be painful.
Okay. Good chat, Josephine. A little bit of a flirt, but
Make her hear my cry.
just a little bit.
Me by your side in death.
I've got a thing to do. Alright, hang on. Inquisition perks 1. I've got a thing to do over in Olay. Okay. So we can acquire underworld knowledge, new dialogue options related to criminal activities, and 50% for each codex entry unlocked, or a 5% increase in killing people. 5% increase in XP for killing people. Dialogue related to the Fade or Arcane Studies. 10% extra herbs with each harvest. Dialogue related to nobles and politics. And 10% more money for selling things. Oh, actually, hang on. You can also get 10% discount. I can purchase a shipment of rare and valuable raw materials for crafting. Significant increase to the discovery range of the searching action. Apparently I already have Witty Writs, which is 5% less time to complete operations. Trainee Herbalists, a collection of tier 1 herbs. I only thought it was the first 2 because I just assumed it would unlock in order, but turns out it's all over the place. Reduces by 5% time it takes Cullen to complete operations. Oh, okay. These are upgrades from like quests that I've done. So Barand pledged himself to the Inquisition, so we get like a little upgrade. Okay, that's cool. Cool. Inquisition. 50% XP for Codex and dialogue options related to history and the Chantry. Inventory capacity by 15. One more potion slot. I think I would like to get the dialogue related to the Fade or Arcane Studies first. I want dialogue options. because I want to learn. The inventory is definitely something that I want as well, but I think it's not too bad. It's easy to just come back here and sell stuff. So I'm gonna get that so I can get some Fade related dialogue. That seems to be the most important one, and then I want history after that. Alright, in Ferelden, we can rescue missing soldiers and we can scout the Storm Coast because we've got enough power. But what's going on in Orlais? There is two things: investigate the shards and address the chantry in Valroyo. So I think I'm wondering if the rift little effect is I assume it's like main quest related. You know what's awesome though is we're going over to Orlais for the first time. That's amazing. So we can go to the Chantry in Valroyo. That is so cool. Investigate the shards. Sister Liliana, the shards acquired by the Herald of Andraste are unlike anything I've encountered. Though ancient in origin, few have been recovered before now. The breach must have disrupted whatever ancient magic was concealing them from view. I have heard of one scroll that mentions the shards. It belonged to the Circle Tower in Markham. However, after the circles fell, the Sorrel family seized many of the valuables as compensation for donations made after their mage son was taken there. Okay? They intend to sell the scroll along with everything else at private auction. Enchanter Renault hastily scrolled below. Josephine, if this ancient magic is tied to the breach or can offer some advantage against it, we need to know. Can you get us into that auction? So basically it's a Josephine mission. Use our connections. A few well-placed rumors should incite bidding wars on other items, leaving the scroll for us. Okay, so that costs 4 power. So hang on, I've got 15. Let's do some quick maths. I am 1 power short of being able to do this and the 2 things in Ferelden. But power comes pretty smoothly. I also need 4 for this. I'm going to... Let's take a look at this. Inquisition soldiers gone missing in the marshy regions of southern Ferelden. Because the region is largely uncharted, finding them will be difficult, but the Inquisition's advisors are determined to find out what happened and, if possible, bring people back alive. Ferelden has not seen significant Grey Warden activity since Darkspawn attacked the city of Amaranthine 10 years ago. It's not unusual for their order to fade from public notice when there's no blight. However, recent reports claim that a group was travelling along the northern coastline. Wardens tend to follow their own agenda, but the breach has no doubt caught their attention. If they know something, then the Inquisition should find out. This is cool, actually, because I'm thinking about this. We have to think about the fact that we do have Grey Wardens that we know of out in the wild and Grey Wardens that we don't know out there, and it's kind of exciting if we'll have any potential Grey Wardens that we know of pop up with this in mind. I'm just like, now that I'm thinking about that, I'm like, oh yeah. We got a little Alistair reunion in Dragon Age 2 for a brief moment, so that was cool, but I'd hoped to see something more. The Wardens are reclusive, but not untraceable. If there are signs of their passage on the Storm Coast, my agents will find them. Isn't there, well, they'd be hanging out at Vigil's Keep, wouldn't they? Alright, let's send Liliana's scouts to the Storm Coast. New area unlocked. Lieutenant Harding led a small complement of soldiers to the Storm Coast region to investigate reports of Grey Warden activity. She sent word that her party had established a camp near the shore, but we have received nothing further. At this time, the status of Harding and her mission remains unknown. Rector. Okay, so we can go to the Storm Coast. Cool. Let's rescue the soldiers missing in Ferelden. Then we're going to... Then we'll travel, have a look around, and then we should be able to get some more power to spend that on in Orlais. Send my people. A few scouts will move more quickly than a large group could. Other soldiers volunteering to search for their lost comrades. They won't rest until they've found them. And if I contact the local band, she can send out search parties for the missing soldiers right away. I reckon if we're looking for missing soldiers... a few scouts will move more quickly, but what if they're in trouble and they need, like, backup? What if they need reinforcements? You know? I'm going to send forces. The missing soldiers have been found in a bog called the Fallow Mire. They are being held hostage by Avar, who demand to meet the Herald of Andraste if the Inquisition wants to see its people alive again. Another new area. Okay, I thought that was just going to be a mission. Well, I was right to send forces in case it would be a fight, but alas, I must go and negotiate. Apparently. Cool, so that's done. That's done. Holy crap. They really were like, yeah, Dragon Age 2, you're in Kirkwall for most of it, so the next game you can go everywhere. Wow, okay. So we can go to Southern Throne, we can go up to the Black Emporium near the Free Marches, we can go to the Storm Coast, we can go to Orlais, and that's just now. That's just what we've unlocked so far. That's exciting. The premise of that is I'm anticipating that greatly to see what else we can do. I wonder if we can even go back to Kirkwall. Also wanted to mention as well that it looks like when I was pointing out how there's like progress bars for these enemies and creatures, I think what I've realized, because we turned in some research, we got new codex entries. So I think the progress bar isn't like killing the enemies, but it's like turning in research for them unlocks more stuff, it looks like. So there's this. So we've just got damaged against demons increased now, so that's what gets added in there. Cool. So it doesn't necessarily update with more information about them, it just says that we've got like a bonus to doing damage to them and stuff. So that's nice. The Fallow Mire, the mists get thick. You can, oh god, again, I'm at the bottom of the thing. I spent the last week in the Fallow Mire. The bog stretches forever, and it's slow riding at night when the mists get thick. You can still travel along the old roads, and there's enough good hunting to make the trip worthwhile. Fish, birds, even a few hearts. There's one thing to look out for, though. When anything dies in the water, the mire preserves it. I was stalking a magnificent buck when a corpse clawed out of the water at me. Not afraid to say I ran. No rack of antlers is worth fighting a demon. My cousin in Fish's End thought it was funny. Says he has to look out for undead every time he goes outside the village. I don't know how he stands it. Diary of a Hunter from Denerim. Nice. And we can see resources for us to uncover. The Storm Coast. Ferelden Coastline. I cannot say whether the Storm Coast receives more inclement weather than any other stretch of northern Ferelden coastline. That hasn't stopped the region from boasting more than its fair share of tragic tales. If all are to be believed, rich merchant ships blanket the depths due to the follies of their proud captains. The infamous and likely fictional pirate, Denel of Sal, gave up the sea to become a Grey Warden while standing on these shores, and countless young women pine for grooms lost to the waves. I witnessed nothing so fanciful on my brief sojourn to the coast. However, the area is sparsely populated, and as I watched the waking sea strike the shore, I could see why such tales are born. Cool. So, 2 new locations. Something I've got to point out, like, right off the bat, something I have to point out is this game, going from Dragon Age 2 to Dragon Age Inquisition is very overwhelming, and not necessarily in a bad way, but it's Dragon Age 2 was really kind of easy to navigate because you're in some areas where you can do optional stuff and it's open, you can go talk to people and walk around and whatever, but it's contained. This game is like, go, be free, and I'm like a dumb animal, right? And I'm like, oh, where do I go? And so bear with me. I will do my best to try and make this digestible in terms of a Let's Play format. Open world games and bigger games are always a little bit more of a challenge because of the way that the games throw everything at you. And I like being able to try and have some sort of structure to things. So linear experiences are the easiest in that regard. So when we get into an open world scenario, it becomes like this thing of like, you can go here, you can go here, you can go there, and sort of prioritizing particular things, and we can get very lost in it. We're going to try and do as much as possible and figure it all out, but I just want to communicate these feelings that I am feeling. Is that it's like, oh my god, there's a lot to do. And it seems quite crazy. So I can go to the Storm Coast, and we can go to the Fallow Mire, or we can go back to the Hinterlands. So something that I like is you can do some work in one area and be like, that's cool, and then you can leave and then go do some work in another area, and you can like dip your toes in everywhere instead of like needing to go like one by one, it seems, which is pretty cool. I'm interested in the Storm Coast for the potential of meeting some Grey Wardens. Let's go to the Storm Coast. I just want to have a look at it. I'ma just peek. I do miss the party selection screen of seeing all your characters animated together. This is fine, but I miss having the group on the screen that you could choose from. Even if it was just a black void in Dragon Age 2. Be careful when exploring new regions, as enemies may be more difficult. That is true. Okay.
Your worship, for what it's worth, welcome to the Storm Coast. I would have sent word sooner, but our efforts have been delayed.
How so?
There's a group of bandits operating in the area. They know the terrain, and our small party has had trouble going up against them. Some of our soldiers went to speak with their leader. Haven't heard back, though.
Okay.
I'll do what I can to find our people.
Thank you, Your Worship. That's a relief. The soldiers didn't have an exact location for the bandits, but they were starting their search farther down the beach. With all this fuss, we haven't been able to conduct a proper search for the wardens either. Well, good luck, and enjoy the sea air. I hear it's good for the soul.
Don't call me your worship. Oh my god, it's wet. The coast do be stormy. Yo, hello? Oh, I love that. That's a great way to introduce you to a new area. Just got dragons roaming in the sky.
Dispatch for you.
Wow. You see how you can see the rim of the sky over there? And there's a dragon. Oh, hang on, sorry, what did you say? I was too busy looking at the dragon.
I've news, sir.
Yeah, report.
What is it?
This could help us.
Acquired a new recipe. I need spider ichor. Yeah, let's have a look. So, cleaning house. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wardens of the coast. There are signs that several Grey Wardens pass through the area, but scouts have been unable to track them down. Okay. Okay. Oh, Jesus. There's like 4 bits of red lyrium, like, all next to each other. Okay. That's gonna be a place of evil! Sure. Someone want to get a top for these birds? Is the Storm Coast where we... The Storm Coast is where we would go in Dragon Age 2, wasn't it? Because it's close to the Free Marches. We would go here. Often. Was it not the Storm Coast? Or am I getting it mixed up with something else? Look at that, that's so cool. Serpent Stone.
breathtaking sea. Somewhere across all that water is Kirkwall.
It was a long journey to Haven.
Considering the company, I'm surprised it didn't feel longer.
Those must be the bandits Harding mentioned.
Die! Just when you think you could make friends. We got some level ups to do. I forgot to level up these two. I just leveled up me and Varric, and then I moved on with my day. Let's do bonus to maximum guard. This is the charging bull. I think this is what we see those enemies do. Bonus to armor when you have an active guard. Okay, so we're going to get one of these, and then I guess we can toggle the upgrade so we can see what it's going to be. You draw strength from your war cry, improving your armor, or your war cry echoes across the battlefield, more enemies and taunts them for longer. So if I just get one and apply, it now unlocks both. Wait, why can't I? Thank you. This one. I want that one. Okay. Cool. And Solus. Barrier provides an additional health bar, and your Aura of Tranquility makes enemies less likely to attack you in battle. So threat reduction is probably a good idea. For Solus. Where'd that dragon go? That just vista is very cool to look at. Guys, can we go swimming? Let's go swimming. Oh. What is this? Where are we? Spider cave. Spider cave. Oh no, I hate this. It's very dark in here. Oh my god. No. No, thank you. It's like you know it's coming, but then it still happens, and it's horrifying. Well, there's the... Alright, well, this is where I need my spider ichor. Yes, and I got my silk, too. It's all happening. Oh my god! Jesus! Burn it! Burn this whole cave down. Oh, thank you. I hate that they're just waiting. These spiders do just be waiting for us. But when it's dark, though, it is fucking dark. Okay.
By the end of Hardin Hightown, almost every character is revealed as a spy or a traitor.
Wait, you read my book?
It was in the Inquisition library. Everyone but Donnan turned out to be in disguise. Is that common?
Are we still talking about books, or are you asking if everyone I know is a secret agent?
Are there many tricksters in dwarven literature?
A handful, but they're the exception. Mostly they're just honoring the ancestors. It's very dull stuff. Human literature. Now there's where you'll find the tricky, clever, really deceitful types.
Curious.
Not really. Dwarves write how they want things to be. Humans write to figure out how things are.
Parak's dialogue is always very nice. I think that this is everything in here. I can't really see very well. I expected this to be a little deeper. There you go. Alright, how much can we swim? Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Jump scare. I was expecting like just a invisible wall, but no, you can drown. You can just walk out and never return. Okay, that's good to know. Thanks, game. It lets you drown yourself at least, so that's fun, I suppose. If you hit a certain level, you'll just fade into nothingness. Oh god. I'm trying to see what we can get away with in terms of like climbing obstacles and navigating the environment, and it's not the most successful ever. This seems like a really weird place to put a tent. What happens when the tide comes in at night? The Kyun! Long ago, the Ashkari lived in a great city by the sea. Wealth and prosperity shone upon the city like sunlight, and still its people grumbled in discontent. The Ashkari walked the streets of his home and saw that all around him were the signs of genius, triumphs of architecture, artistic masterpieces, the palaces of wealthy merchants, libraries and concert halls, but he also saw signs of misery, the poor, sick, lost, frightened, and the hopeless. And the Ashkari asked himself, how can one people be both wise and ignorant, great and ruined, triumphant and despairing? So the Ashkari left the land of his birth, seeking out other cities and nations, looking for a people who had found wisdom enough to end hopelessness and despair. He wandered for many years through empires filled with palaces and gardens, but in every nation of the wise, the great, and the mighty, he found the forgotten, the abandoned, and the poor. Finally, he came to a vast desert, a wasteland of bare rock clawing at the empty sky, where he took shelter in the shadow of a towering rock and resolved to meditate until he found his answer or perished. Many days passed until one night, as he gazed out from the shadow of the rocks, he saw the lifeless desert awaken. 100,000 locusts hatched from the barren ground, and as one, they turned south, a single wave of moving earth. The Ashkari rose and followed in their wake. A path of devastation miles wide, the once verdant land turned to waste, and the Ashkari's eyes were opened. Existence is a choice. There is no chaos in the world, only complexity. Knowledge of the complex is wisdom. From wisdom of the world comes wisdom of the self. Mastery of the self is mastery of the world. Loss of the self is the source of suffering. Suffering is a choice, and we can refuse it. It is in our power to create the world or destroy it. And the Ashkari went forth to his people. So this is how the Kyun, I guess, starts, or began, started seeing and realizing this stuff. This stuff comes, like, when you read this, it has, like, that same energy of, like, the Sith and the Jedi Code sometimes. Peace is a lie. That's a lot of stuff. Oh, hang on, there's an ocularum. I just totally missed that. Where is that? Is it? Okay, hang on. Right there. I see it. Very obviously being like a shining beacon for me. And then we've got like an actual quest to have the shards investigated, so hopefully that'll yield some weird answers. So, current running theory is that it's like the breach. I keep wanting to say the blight. The breach has unearthed this magic, potentially. Oh, all the way over there. Jesus. Okay. Okay, well, at least we can get one. There. So it looks like you can't... Because we ran through there before and we didn't see the shard, so I think it only appears once you do that, I guess. So there's a shard right here. Oh, there it is.
Perhaps the Inquisition determined
what are
the nature of
those?
these objects.
A Saurian hound. It's upside down. Why does it unlock a Mabari Codex entry though if they're Hessarian hounds? Weird. Ooh, the giant spider. God, look at that. I hate it. Maybe it's meant to be that size and the regular ones are miniatures. I mean, a just and caring maker would create them big to start, then they can't hide. That's what bothers you, isn't it? The hiding, a big one like that, a good 12-footer, sure, it's all fang and such, but you know where it is. Dark places where the veil is weak. You're never surrounded by a giant one because you had to go to their house. They're not on your face at night or in your boot in the morning. And if their web is thick as rigging, you don't have to worry about that hair on your neck or the baby ones on the breeze. You hate that, right? Hitting a cloud of them while you're riding? Could be a dozen, but you only see one, and you try to smash it. When you look, the thing is gone, and then your arm itches right up to the shoulder, and that hair feels like it's back. But you can't unbuckle your helm because of the gauntlets. Now the hair in your ear is tingly. That's just about the worst, isn't it? Records of the Red Glyph Guard. Witness recounting of provocation and resulting brawl. No jailings. Victim was being an ass. Mabari. Good boy. No dog is more prized than the Mabari. The breed is as old as myth, said to have been bred from the wolves who served Dane. Prized for their intelligence and loyalty, these dogs are more than mere weapons or status symbols. The hounds choose their masters, pairing with them for life. To be the master of a Mabari anywhere in Ferelden is to be recognized instantly as a person of worth. The Mabari are an essential part of Ferelden military strategy. Trained hounds can easily pull knights from horseback or break lines of pikemen, and the sight and sound of a wave of war dogs howling and snarling has been known to cause panic among even the most hardened infantry soldiers. Nice. Got ambushed by some dogs. What discipline achieves? We first came from the sea. The dreadnoughts took Parvolin at a stroke. We marched on the land called Saharon, then Ravane and the Tevinter Imperium. Our Vidathari told us the Tevinter capital of Minrathis was unassailable. Though it did not fall, its walls were cracked with steel and Bakun fire. Tevinter saw what discipline achieves. The Bas called us conquerors when we brought them purpose, when we Tamas runs teach a child to read or a wilderness is made fruitful. Is that conquest? Without the certainty of the Qun, there can be no reason. The Bas raised 3 retaliations against our forces, pushing back in Antiva and Ravane. The Kabathari, still adapting to the Qun's rule, suffered worst. The very people the Bas sought to liberate. The land burned, while the Bas called us savages. Such madness and hypocrisy needed another answer. We signed the treaties of the Bas to silence them, and left. We will return. Patience is the manifestation of self-control. While the Bas bicker among themselves, we prepare. What is time compared to the demands of the Qun? Tamasaran teaching notes, recovered and translated. Okay. They will be back, and in greater numbers. These waves are massive, dude. Like, waves of this size feel like they should be, like, crashing up all that, like, overwhelming me. This is an aggressive ocean. I love how the waves just, like, completely die down. Like, look at this one. They die down as soon as they get here. It feels like it should just build up and, like, overwhelm me. It's pretty decent water graphics, though. Looks pretty sick. Another spider cave. Lucky me. I'm so happy. I love the consistency of all of, like, the dwarven, like, statues and stuff that are left around. They always look so cool. Yeah! Attack the spiders! Burn it! Bring it out. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Ow, ah. Did one run outside? Oh. Who the hell are you? You're just walking around on your own. Oh no, there's someone over there. I was like, what the fuck? Just spawned out of nowhere. Alright. Hello? My god, look at Cassandra's war cry. It's weird seeing it in action. She's just actually yelling at them. Yelling energy at them. Oh. I tried to get a flank. Ooh. Exploded. Not as vicious as Dragon Age 2's just exploding into pieces, but it's got the same energy to it. Okay, we've got multiple cave entrances. And terrifying sounds, whatever the hell that was. Oh, there's so many more spiders in this one. Oh no, hang on. Oh, it's the fucking Deep Roads things. Fucking Deep Stalkers. Oh, Deep Stalkers. I hate those. Deep Stalker. One of the few natural non-darkspawn creatures to live in the Deep Roads, the Deep Stalker is a reptilian cave dweller known for burrowing into the stone paths of the Deep Roads and ambushing prey, usually nugs. They hunt in packs, attacking with round mouths of serrated teeth or spitting poison from venom glands. Although a single Deep Stalker poses little threat to any experienced explorer, packs can be lethal. And annoying. I thought we were going up against a bunch of spiders in here. It turns out it's going to be... Oh. I spoke too soon. It's a healthy blend.
You know, Seeker, for someone with your tact and charisma, you assembled a pretty good little Inquisition. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt and assuming you didn't drag them all here by force.
How kind of you.
I mean, you never know. You could have kidnapped Ruffles and she'd be too polite to say anything.
Liliana recruited Josephine. They're friends.
So there's a rational explanation after all. Just when I thought you had layers.
Josephine is Ruffles. Okay. Ring of critical chance. Amulet of cunning. Move out of my way, please. It's the mystery of, is it a deep stalker or is it a spider? Okay, what is this icon? Astrarium? But it's, can't get there from here. I might have to go through the other cave. Astrarium, okay. That doesn't feel right. The fuck? The lightning? From the outside? What the hell? God, that was so weird. Was that lightning from outside illuminating the interior? Oh my god. Get me out of here. The fuck? I hate that. Where are they all coming from? Oh my god. Nice. Requisition filled. Alright, off we go. We'll go this way, see if this leads to this Astrarium place. The Great Cove. There's 10 regions in the Storm Coast. Oh god, there's the dragon. I see a wing. Ah, it's just chilling on the ground. That is terrifying. Oh, it appears on the map so early. Whoa, what is it fighting? What the hell? Quick save real quick. What is it fighting? What the fuck? Oh! Giants are real. What the fuck? Guys, quick, let's go and spectate. The dragon's fighting a giant.
Dragon expert. What do we do now?
Don't get killed by either of them.
Whoa. Well, maybe that's an explanation for those giant skulls we keep seeing. Actual giants. Oh, I wish I could have seen the corpse left behind. How does it leave a ribcage that's this small? I wanted to see. They should have left the corpse. That would have been fun. Wow. God, that took me by surprise. I just thought the dragon would just be chilling. Just engaged in combat. Okay. Let's focus back on the Astrarium. It looks like it might be up here and not in a cave. Let's avoid getting a dragon's attention. Oh, maybe this is all linked actually. Okay, there's definitely another way to get to this. Or is there? Up here? Up here, maybe. Oh my god. I need mountain climbing boots on. What a view, though. Yeah, okay, we're getting close to the rendezvous point. So, and then the astrarium is off to the left here. Right, let's go in here and then we'll check out the astrarium after. Oh, I see a blue dot. That is an animal. Hunt it down. Who's rendezvousing with me out here? Hello? Oh, there's people. Interesting pain noises. I'm hearing some whispers in here. I'm hearing some...
You joined the Inquisition when Seeker Pendergast questioned you.
Oh, she was very insistent that I help.
Interesting.
What's interesting?
It's surprising that an elven apostate is the one who joined the Inquisition voluntarily.
Okay. Oh, I've lost my webcam. Sorry, everyone. Hold on. I've just noticed that my webcam has disappeared. Isn't that nice? I'll be right back. All right, we're back in the land of the webcam. That really rarely happens. I don't know why it happens either, because my Elgato Facecam app is working. Like, I can see myself in my, like, preview, but then in OBS, something happens where it just disappears. I don't know. I don't know about these things. I just plug it in, and then it works. Alright, let's go on. Oh, aha! It's one of these. Probably should have guessed that by the quest marker. Inquisition soldiers were dispatched to meet with a group of bandits operating on the Storm Coast. They lost contact before their planned rendezvous. Well, I just killed a bunch of potential bandits, so... guess I'm looking for bodies at this point. Actually, hang on. I'm not doing a good enough job. There's this house here that's got some reading stuff. I almost left this house. Yep.
Soldiers.
Murdered. Shit.
We should see that their families are notified.
Look at map.
It looks like the bandits are camped further along the beach.
Okay. Bandits' notes. Requisition Mercy's Crest to challenge the bandit leader. These notes were found near murdered Inquisition soldiers. The paper is not crumpled or torn, as though it were left behind instead of dropped. It's not our place to disagree. They're attempting to set themselves up along the shore, and we have orders. We are the sword, not the hand that wields it. You taught me that. If they're worthy, let them come with the Mercy's Crest. The blades of Hessarian will listen. You will only get yourself cast out, or worse.
Our men were murdered by a group called the Blades of Hessarian. It seems there's a way to challenge their leader.
Hessarian's blade is supposed to represent mercy, not random slaughter.
Okay. Well, apparently I'm going to requisition Mercy's Crest to challenge the bandit leader. Codex unlocked. Vitar. What else we got in here? What am I missing? Oh, the giant, right, the giant. Oh, that's so cool. 38th year of the Dragon Age, 4th harvest year, continued musings on giants. I assume they encroached due to disruption of their environs, perhaps clawing darkspawn rerouted underground waters, altering the landscape of their prey. Food is seemingly their only motivator, and I have observed them eating meat, grains, leaves, nearly anything digestible, with no care or joy for taste or texture. So complete is their scavenging that troll might be more academically accurate term, but I cannot blame farming folk for imposing an obvious descriptive. Yet are these giants merely beasts of destructive instinct? I followed one specimen from the north, where they are somewhat more common, to winter breeding grounds, warmth of seasons, corruption of silent plains. It followed waterways, preferring to float its bulk, but never did I see any sense in its eye, and never did it appear to plan beyond its immediate surroundings. But I remain intrigued, for they have hands, and that means the potential to raise them in praise. Throughout creation, upright beings with hands have been a sign of greater purpose. What lesson, Maker, in these strange children? I will approach tomorrow in your name. Excerpt annotated below in a different hand. Last entry in the letters of Brother Estamar, his only recovered possession, likely because they were already flat. This archivist recommendation, remind the neophytes that the tale of Sister Dariel in the wolf's den is a metaphor. Squished. Oh my god. Vitar, after extensive study of the Canary specimens you kindly provided, I've come to the conclusion that the painted markings on their face and body are not, in fact, solely for ceremonial purpose, but provide a practical benefit. Oh, I'm certain there is some cultural significance to the patterns and colors they choose, but the Canary do nothing without purpose, yes? They call these markings Vitar, which in their tongue means poison armor. It's called this because the markings are magical in nature and actually harden their skin to an iron-like quality without hindering flexibility. And my analysis says the paint consists largely of poison. It's mixed with something else, blood, perhaps their own, and that neutralizes the poison, but only for one with Canary physiology. Anyone else would perish almost instantly. Which reminds me, I'll kindly require another body slave. The process activates the magical qualities of the poison, which provides the protective effects, almost in the same manner that lyrium runes do. How this works and whether it can be used for our purposes will require further study, perhaps some live specimens this time. From a letter written by Numeria Oreganus, apprentice to Magister Varus, in the 32nd year of the Dragon Age. Okay, they'd be investigating the poison markings of the Canary. Now, let's go check out this astrarium. After I get me some more of that sweet ram meat. That rambunctious hide. There's another one around here, but it got away. Lives. The astrarium, then. Let's have a look. This thing? God, I thought this was a person. I thought this was like 2 legs.
I'm not familiar with this.
Astrariums allow you to unlock the secrets of the heavens, recreate the image of a constellation by connecting the stars without making the same line twice. Oh my god, it's connect the dots, okay? Without doing the same line twice. Alright, I gotta plan this out in my head. I gotta plan out this journey. Oh, I hate that. Okay, this is gonna be... Gotta plan out this star in my head. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, I think I got it, actually. Oh yeah, got it. First try. It's a giant in chains. With the old ball and chain. Constellation Servani. Referred to as the Chained Man in common parlance, the constellation Servani is traditionally represented by a man dragging a heavy chain behind him. This is thought to be an ancient Tevinter representation both of Andral, the old god of slaves, and of the Tevinter system of slavery itself. The representation of Servani has been used by the Trisalis Guild for well over 2,000 years, according to their claim, and is visibly imprinted upon the armor of both juggernauts, the giant golems guarding the gates to the city of Minrathus, from a study of Thedosian astronomy by Sister Oran Petrachius.
Where does this lead?
What the fuck? What? Okay. Find and complete all the Astrarian pedestals in the Storm Coast. It links to others. I'm so glad that it marks it on the map. That is very nice. What the hell? There's so many things. There's just so many things. It's cool though. No complaints so far. But no, that's pretty awesome. Just cool, weird stuff. Looks like I'm going to go back to the camp and we'll fill out this requisition. And then we will go and clean house next episode, I guess, because we have reached the end of today's episode. Let's requisition this Mercy's Crest at the old requisition table. Mercy's Crest. These special amulets are respected by the Blades of Hessarian, and fashioning them will allow our agents to negotiate with the cultists and perhaps gain some converts to our cause. Craft. Okay, let's craft some tents. Inquisition soldiers and agents out in the field sorely need shelter from the elements. And anti-venom. Spiders have become a problem for scouts. Inquisition healers have asked for supplies to increase our stores of anti-venom. Bada bing, bada boom. I have made things. And now we have enough power to go to Val Royale once again. Nice. And that's it. Cool episode. I'm liking the fact that this game is opening up quite a lot. We have a lot of choice. It can be very overwhelming, but we're trying our best to navigate it. Yes, one at a time on the table, please, kids. One at a time, otherwise it'll tip over. We're going to resume next time, checking out the Storm Coast, and... Yes, kids, one at a time, like I said. Yeah. Okay, you've all had your time on the table? Okay. You want to go on the table some more, Solus? Okay. You're going to burn your foot on the candle. Kids, I swear to God, I'm carrying around a bunch of them. But next time, me and the squad will go and deal with these bandits, and we'll also explore more of the Storm Coast. I like that we've got, like, the Hinterlands and Storm Coast, and we can go across to Orlais, like we're going to Val Royale. That is so exciting. There's just so much to take in this game, and I'm excited to get through it all. I hope you're enjoying the playthrough so far and have enjoyed this episode. I'll see you next time.